Not bad for half a day's work. I got 6 beauty slabs out of here. And then this little top guy, which once it dries out, I might be able to get a smaller slab, probably not live edge, but there's still some good oak in these top little roof pieces here. I got about at least 4 really nice tabletops. I got a coffee table size or apartment size table here, and then a few coffee table ones on the bottom that are just, yeah, the figuring and the grain was really cool. Little bug holes here and there, minor bits of cracking and some rotten, you know, branch spots, but it'll all fill in with resin and some butterfly splines, and the tables will be gorgeous. So that was a score, considering I paid 80 bucks for a high-ab, like 22-foot deck crane truck full of logs from this arborist here in Victoria. 80 bucks for all that, and I could sell one of these slabs for twice that, so the rest is all profit. Love my life. Let's talk about this Husky saw though. All right, so as you can see, all the remains of that beautiful oak, some gorgeous slabs and a pile of sawdust. I will say that this Husqvarna did pretty good. It was as I suspected. The double 660 power heads were faster because you're talking 290cc saws, that's 180 total, against 120 single power head. I found that you could push the 660s a little harder, and they just had more torque because they're pushing the chain from both ends. So it wasn't binding on the chain as much and slowing your chain down. And obviously just more power allowed you to go faster. So we timed it, and a slab of similar size to the ones we cut with the double saw setup, that did a 6-foot long log in 3 minutes, the double power head. And this one did an 8-foot log in 5 minutes. So you're talking a minute every 2 feet with the double setup, and then this did 8 feet in 5 minutes, so that's a minute or 2 and change. I don't know, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. You do the math. Math isn't my strong suit, okay? So it's definitely slower, I don't know, 15, 20% slower than the double setup. So I recommend using the double setup. I'm gonna switch this saw back. The other thing, this is my first Husky, so I'm sure it's gonna take a little while for me to really get to know the ins and outs of it. But I found it just was a little bit more finicky than the stills, man. Stills, I've never ever had a problem with a still. Brand new, old, they all work. They're all super reliable. Couple pulls, it sputters, turn the choke off, bang, it goes. And it just goes all day long. This, on the other hand, I've had trouble starting it. It's been cutting out on me. When I first start up, it'll idle, and then when I pull the throttle, it doesn't want to go, and it floods really easy. You start pulling the thing, and if you pull too much, it's flooded, and you got to let it sit for half an hour. So I'm sure some of that has to do with operator error and just getting to know the saw a little bit better, but it was really kind of frustrating. We spent like 20 minutes trying to get it started after we'd already cut a couple slabs, and then we go to cut another slab and it's not starting. So it's just, yeah, it's just frustrating. I hate it when a tool doesn't work when you need it to. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still a still guy all the way. This saw is obviously, I got a super good deal on it. It's here in Canada, they're selling them about $600 less than the still equivalent. That's why I bought the Husky, because it was just so dang cheap. And it's a good quality saw, no doubt. I found that the trigger and the handle weren't as comfortable to hold the throttle down long term. The trigger had a lot of tension on it. It's kind of starting to hurt my fingers by the last slab. So all in all, I find the stills just run better and they're more comfortable to run. I know these have anti-vibration and all that sort of stuff, but I couldn't tell any difference personally. And getting the chain on and off of these things, they got the clutch spring and the brake assembly on the outside of the sprocket, if you've ever taken the blade cover off a Husky. And so you got to get the chain around all that to get it on there. It's a pain in the butt. So I'm sorry to my Swedish brothers, but you guys just don't really know how to do good engineering when it comes to a chainsaw, not compared to the Germans anyways. So gotta chalk one up to the Germans and still chainsaws. You're definitely better than Husky, in my opinion. I'm sure that'll give me all kinds of backlash in the comments. Well, bring it on, I'm the samurai. I don't care. But that's your info for today. 2 power heads is better than 1 power head. Be sure to leave me a comment, like this video if you appreciate the information that I just shared with you. Subscribe. Why should they subscribe, Justin?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Power.
power. Knowledge is power. Subscribe. Well said, Justin. Well said. Till next time, guys. Samurai out.